momentum is to take down Griffin, but they haven't put themselves in a great position at the beginning of this series.
And here are the players as they are about to enter.
You can see, got a bit of a glimpse of the roster there. Of course, nothing interesting on the side of Griffin. They've been fielding the same players every single game, but the Afrika Freaks, a vastly different story, and that was Spirit standing second there, so he will be in the jungle position today, up against Tarzan.
And I think that they're going to need something unorthodox to take down Griffin today. And
throw the cheese at him, man.
Yeah, this would be the meta in the week to try to do it. But then again, it is Griffin, and Griffin is no stranger to unorthodox play when they want to, and so that can be very problematic for them going into draft here. But, you know, before the cast...
Considered at the moment and locked in, so we've got Jugga Siva for the Afrika Freaks in theory. This aiming's going to have about the best time ever with Tahm Kench and Lulu in his back pocket.
Yeah, so this whole composition is basically banking on aiming, and Spirit's one job in the team fight is to bring down Chovy or Viper, and if they can do that...
On the hunt, he can even, like, close distance with the Abyssal Voyage. Like, man, everyone can help this guy go fast. I apologize, getting way too...
Realistically, we shouldn't see Sparks fly unless Afrika falls behind, because their team comp won't come online till multiple of the champions have 6, have their first core item.
Uses it on this big wall. No, not going to.
Oh, this is
now
going to be a smite fight.
Be a smite battle, and the information is actually given here. Tarzan gets the smite and gets out of there with the blue with extra health after the smite as well, meaning that the Spirit cannot fight through. He's getting dangerously close towards that paranoia. Is Chovy thinking about shooting Yukao with the Super Soaker? Does so. He's going to win out on that trade even after that extra paddle star comes through.
Jace, so that he can send it back into Sword, and then everyone can avoid ganks and whatnot.
Well, I mean, avoiding ganks is not what's happening right here, but the Devour will help Yukao stay alive after Wild Growth's invested everything to keep the Lulu up, but at least she does survive. Aggressive here onto Keen, and that's because Chovy's in his back pocket. Chovy moving on up now, has a dash cannon, as well as that paddle star, not going to be necessary as First Blood goes over to Sword.
And this is a really big First Blood. You can see that Afrika, they're going to try to respond to this.
I mentioned it on Twitter yesterday, but level 9 is where you get that one is aiming. Really nice spell shield there. Always a bit confusing to spell shield a Alistair, but underneath the turret, Morales, just getting a little bit impatient, my friend. Here goes Shelly. We'll be able to grab some of these turret plates. And the spell shield, like you say, very nice.
Gonna get one more. One more. Oh. Yes, it did. It did. It got it. It got it. Yeah, or got the effect. Yes. So that's a massive win.
Very good. Those two that we have in the game. I don't think Clown Drake is exactly Clown Drake in this game, though, because gotta go fast has been the aim of the game. It's gotta go fast into the Death Chamber seems to be where Keen's going, but it's a great stopwatch to deny it from Sword, and the ultimate is not going to come in. It's also how this composition is going to work as well, as Yukao playing a little bit further up than he has been all game, as there's the headbutt after the flash coming in, but there is always the Devourer available. The anti-fun Tahm Kench will always be able to do that as the beach ball flies a long way, but doesn't actually find it. At least they can safely do Baron. No one takes damage. And speaking of taking damage, Paranoia, the flash immediately to follow the Skarner, who gets disdained backwards. Does have himself the stopwatch though, and now Sword could be in trouble. Jelly with the Devour gets the Scorpion out of dodge. Is now Keen on the flank, does still have teleport available, so is just down here taking care of the bottom lane, and Griffin with a bit of biffo there, but not actually finding any joy when it comes to the kill, but they do get the priority on this second Ocean Drake for themselves.
They're just teasing us right now. That's all that's happening.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of buttons being thrown out, but just not a lot of results.
Well, I think Sivir is going to end up having to wait for Lulu to get another core item, and I mean, there's no real oh man.
Yep. That's what happens. It just feels real bad if you flash right there. I probably would have flashed over the wall into the Raptor pit, but hindsight is 20/20, and unfortunately for Aim, also Keen might be in trouble as well. Yeah, half the health bar now on the Jace. The ultimate is going to land. The Ignite is down, but I don't think he's going to get eaten through with the Fear Beyond Death.
What?
He just runs up and ignites it. He wanted to get his teleport back, I think is how it was looking. Is okay. Gonna get hit by that trouble bubble.
Gave him a little slap on the cheek.
Yeah.
I'll let you decide which one I'm talking about. All right, so...
Well, that's because he might just be dying here on the bottom side of the map. Spirit does find the Impale, but Sword still gets that kill. And Tarzan, remember guys, he's got a Guardian Angel that he doesn't actually need to use as of yet. Gargoyle Stoneplate there as the Purge gives the shield in for Sword, but he will be taken down. No perfect games available here for Griffin when it comes to these kills, and if we could grab their first of the game. AP numbers, but that translates into both utility. But there's the flash in from Lehends. Gets the headbutt back, but thankfully there is a Devour now on top of this Sivir who can get some free hits down, but Chovy finds him in the back line. They eat up the Skarner for breakfast, and a freak of freaks.
All right.
You can't walk into a big old pulverize like that without getting taken down, and Keen wonders where the hell his team's gone.
They just got milked. That was how that fight just ended up going. I think this might be... No, they don't have enough minions. It's not going to be the end of the game yet. They don't have a teleport.
Well, can Sword actually just tank up these Nexus
Yeah, actually he can. He has Stoneplate. He has the Guardian Angel.
Yep,
so
this
much
is just
armor.
the end of the game. As Keen's like, oh no, they brought the minions over to the Nexus. We can't actually do anything. I'm going to have to teleport in and just die. That is the clean ace, and that is Griffin saying no to this game going any longer.
I'm getting flashbacks from Jin Air because this is exactly how the games went yesterday. Tons of build-up, lots of scaling, one fight over.
Boom. Yeah, that was just absolutely terrifying. And you can see Stevie Max having a chat to Chovy here. It was all about him. I actually felt like there was some stability being built in that last team fight. The Devour comes in, the Wild Growth is on the priority Sivir target, and then a Paddle Star flies in, and he's just dead, eliminated immediately. And he had about 2,000 health. Well, Chovy does about 2,000 damage with one button. So, that's it. You build everything up around aiming. He dies immediately at the beginning of the fight after all of your buttons are now on cooldown after being put onto him. And you know how the fight's going to go. Griffin, another day in the office.